A UN-backed mission to the Great Barrier Reef has concluded that the world's biggest coral reef system should be placed on a list of World Heritage Sites which are in danger. The long-awaited report on the 10-day mission that took place in March says that warming waters caused by climate change and a lack of progress in reducing water pollution are the biggest threats to the reef. Now, this change presents a serious challenge to the values that saw the reef registered as a global wonder in 1981. It's the second time such a recommendation has been made in the past 2 years. A little earlier, I spoke to Professor Jodie Rummer, a marine biologist at James Cook University, based in Townsville, Queensland. That's in the centre of the Great Barrier Reef, in fact. And I began by asking her, what does it mean to be the on danger list?
Yes, this is a wake-up call that we have definitely needed here in Australia. This is a wake-up call that tells not only us here in Australia, but the global stage that we need to strengthen and rapidly and urgently make a huge difference with our actions regarding climate change and emissions to protect the Great Barrier Reef.
Why has it taken so long for this to happen? If you can just sort of elaborate around the background to this in terms of how we got here.
How did we get here? Well, the Great Barrier Reef has experienced, as we all know around the world now, 6 mass bleaching events. Just this past year in 2022, back in 2020, 2017, 2016, 2002, and 1998. So we have been looking at some really dire consequences for the reef in just a very short period of time. So this UNESCO and IUCN monitoring mission that commenced just back in March of 2022, they assessed the condition of the Great Barrier Reef during that 6th mass bleaching event as it was unfolding. And they started putting a report together to decide with the World Heritage Committee whether to list this icon as in danger. Now, a listing of in danger, it emphasizes to Australia that we need to act quickly on climate change as a nation. Otherwise, we will lose our World Heritage status.
I mean, we're looking at some beautiful images of life under the ocean. And, you know, it strikes me, as I'm sure it does many in the audience, is it still savable, the Great Barrier Reef? Is it still possible to save it?
Absolutely. The Great Barrier Reef is a global icon. It's a source of pride for all of us here in Australia, but it also is what people think of when they think of the natural wonders of the world, and especially with Australia. It is absolutely not too late. We are in a critical decade, however, where every 1/10 of a degree matters.